Good evening, everyone. I'm Katy Lam, the marketing team member at Mighty Dove, and I will be your host for tonight's event. It's currently 10 p.m. in Taipei, and now we're excited to begin. Firstly, thank you all of you joining us. This evening, we have a special guest, Stella Zheng, the co-founders of ROSEN. In our interview tonight, we will discover her personal journey, and Stella will share her insights on her life on pharma, ventures capital, and turn to the co-founder in Web3 industry. I hope this space interview inspire your career journey. After the event, please share your thoughts on Twitter. Let's continue to grow together. If you have any insights or questions to ask about Seller, please feel free to leave your comments in the bottom right side so that we can know what are you interested about. Before I introduce more about Seller, let me briefly to introduce Mighty Dove. Our core mission is to connect the top talent with the opportunity in the Web3 industry. We provide a platform between the skilled professionals and the valuable positions in the Web3, the landscape, while provide the last insights. Don't forget to follow us on the Instagram, LinkedIn, and the Twitter to stay updated. Now, is it my pleasure to welcome Seller, the co-founder of ROSEN. ROSEN is the groundbreaking the platform to merge the real and the digital world. Seller made the wonderful transition from the careers in the venture capital to the co-founder ROSEN, where she played the roles in the integrating real-world assets, the RWAS, with the digital ownership, making it a key player in the Web3 ecosystem. She's going to share her inspiring journey in this session. Hello, Stella. Hi, Stella.
Hi, Katie. Just to let you know, my network maybe is not that good. So if you cannot hear me or anytime, you can just let me know.
Okay. Thanks for part. And so we can continue our part first. For Stella, I'd like to meet you, and thanks for joining us tonight. And could you please to introduce yourself to the audience? Hello, Stella. Can you hear us about my questions? Mm. Mm.
Am I missing anything out? So you want me introduce myself right now?
Yeah, start.
Let me know, Katie, if you want me start.
Oh yeah, sure. Is it possible
I
to
don't
introduce
think I
yourself
can
first?
hear you.
Yeah. It's Uh, uh, Maybe sorry for that. We need to wait for a moment because we
Hello,
now have
can you
the
hear me right
technical
now?
issue. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, maybe my
Oh,
network is not that good.
oh, it's okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, thank you. So we just now start the beginning. Like, can you talk more about yourself, about your background?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, my name is Da or Stella. You can call me both. And I was the co-founder of ROSEN. So before I start up my own company, I was working at 500 Global as their program director, especially in China. And it was a accelerator in Silicon Valley, very traditional, like the VC arm. And prior to that one, I was working at State Street as the business analyst. It was a custodian banking, also very traditional finance sectors. So through those journeys, both those traditional fintech, like venture arms, made me realize that we definitely have those traditional financial system as really massive, but still not that efficient when it across border or facing this like a micro economy. So this is like why we started to fund Rosen with my co-founder, and we named it after the Einstein Rosen Bridge or wormhole. So the vision is to building a wormhole between the Web2 and Web3, allowing the users, the ordinary people, to enter a new era as seamless as possible. So yeah, this is like the initial idea that we have in. So yeah, please
Oh,
ask me any questions if you have any interest about my personal journey or career or whatever.
oh, sure. Oh, thanks for your insightful the introduction, Sarah. Yeah, it's quite nice. And we now learn more about you. I'm very excited to know more what is the next. And Sarah, for my personal, I'm very interested in your experience. Like, you are the co-founders of Rosen. Can you share more about what it is like to engage in the sales employment and to build a company in this space?
Oh, yeah. So I think building a company in the Web3 space definitely requires a lot of capabilities or maybe skills. But I think the most important thing is still about the executions. Like, if, for example, I was the PayPal champion and we are also the official partner of the circle. I think the core reason that those companies working with us are the best reason is still about like we build a real product that works, right? That works for most of people. I think these kind of things are really important, especially in this industry. So I think that you need a functional product and a very valuable community of the real users and a really large like growth potential. This is all I look at when I when I set up my company. As for being self-employed, I think you definitely need a lot of courage and you need to be really bold to start such a new adventure. But for me, like it's so far, I think everything is good because you will definitely experience a lot of things that you cannot get when you just work at a large corporate or large enterprise, right? So this is like lifestyle is totally different as being a co-founder or founder in a startup team. So I think in a short span, I can also tell you like we recently got selected into the UC Berkeley Skydeck Incubator and also Draper University and the Cyberpro Hong Kong, this kind of accelerated programs. So I think this journey has never been a solo effort. It's more like a co-creation with those like world leading ecosystem, like I mentioned, like Google, PayPal, Circle, or Stella Foundation, those partners. So we are not just running by ourselves. We are working with our partners. We are working with our founding team members. So I think it's quite interesting. If you have such an intention, you can try to set up something really tiny and start tiny, but you can definitely get something more when you are really working on this.
Oh, that is very, very fantastic. It sounds like the navigating the early stage for the startup bring the both challenging and the rewarding experience for you. And for your daily work, what does a tightening the work days like you as a co-founders at ROSEN?
As a co-founder of ROSEN, I think my typical workday as like extremely cross time zones. So for example, if I was here in Asia time zone right now, I need to working with actually I need to first of all I need to handling all those messages and emails from like in North America from the overnight, and I need to reply them on my early morning. And then from midday to the afternoon, I usually just sync with our product and engineering team on like our product requirements, or sometimes we need to fix some bugs or issues on the product set. And also maybe in the evening, I need to connect with our ambassadors. I think so far we also have some like our ambassadors and users in this chat. We need to sync up with them in Africa, in South America, to discuss some like marketing and growth plans. And then at the midnight sometimes, or maybe just late night, I need to sync up with our US team and the US partners again. So it's like my typical day. You can imagine like almost like 18 hours. I still need to working with that.
Oh, that's look like very busy. Like
Yeah,
like you have
exactly.
a lot of jet lag you need to face, but it is very dynamic and engaging the work environment to keep you motivated. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for now, I would like to discuss more about your achievement on your work. Like, mm, hi, uh,
Hello.
hi, hi. Can you hear me?
I don't know where I hear some like music. I don't know why.
Yeah, I hear too. Mm, how about now? It's okay.
Oh, now it's good. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, um, oh no. Just turn back to the to the discussion. Like, I would like to discuss more about your achievement. Like, I know you won the second place at the PayPal and the Google Global the hackathons, which is very impressive. And what were the key factors behind that success?
The key factor behind this success, I think it's like definitely a achievement for winning those like world level the hackathons by PayPal, PYUSD, and Google Cloud. And we
Mm,
also won another hackathon it's from like PayPal annual Dev Day. We are the third place. This is also really impressive as well. So I think for from my perspective, the key factor as actually still like I mentioned is a real world problem solving. I think our product already demonstrate that how the stable coin transfer, how the AI translation combined together can achieve those cross border micro payments as low as like 1 cent when you are sent with zero fee and instant settlement. This is really important that we show a real use case that we solve a real problem for those micro earners because they don't speak English, they don't have an international bank account, but they have the passion, right? They have the skills, they want to get the opportunities around the world. But actually, the reality is like traditional system are hindering them to tap into a global economy. So we just want to break down all of these barriers and remove them and try to enable those micro earners, no matter where they're coming from, that they can seamlessly get into a new era, get into a new world, and shine themselves. So I think this is the key factor or the reason we definitely have a good product, and this product compared to other competitors, we have our own strength and advantage, and also we show some like early tractions. I think this is also really helpful. So our vision is to like tech for good. So we are not looking at those speculators or really geeks or crypto digit, right? So we are looking for those massive users, and I think this is also what PayPal or Google they are looking at industry.
Oh, that's quite attractive. Like everyone can use everyone can accept the system. Like whenever they wear and they use the different currency, then they can use the same system. Yeah. And
Yeah.
now I would like to ask more about what had it been like to collaborate with the industry, the dragons like the Google, PayPal, the Circle you mentioned before, and how have this partnership influenced the ROSEN business model?
Yeah, I think these partnerships definitely defined our underlying logic because the stable coin is really fundamental layer of our application. I think I can quote something Circle's VP Sandra Person. She met us on the Circle annual forum in Hong Kong. That she said like we are a real use case for the stablecoin in the world, and we make this as easy as sending a task around the world can empower more people for more like opportunities. So I think this is what we are doing with industry giants. We don't see them as a giants but real partners. So we definitely need to working with those stablecoin issuers and also some like layer 1 or layer 2 ecosystems like Stella, like maybe Solana or Ethereum, and also by utilizing those infrastructures of these giants, we can make our users have a better user experience, so they can really enjoy a financial inclusion. Just like I mentioned, like no matter where you're coming from, or no matter what kind of language you're speaking, everyone here are equal and relevant. And this is something we both, I mean, ROSEN and PayPal, Circle, Google, those giants are looking at. So we are trying to empower those younger generation in different countries.
Yeah, I really love your point. Like provide the equal and the fair for everyone, no matter where they are. Yes, that's very nice. But however, I think it must be come with many difficult when you are creating your own business. What have been the most challenging aspects of your site since co-founding the ROSEN?
Mm. I think actually I see this challenge as my customers sees as well. Because I can recall like a few weeks ago I have a webinar with the University of Venda in South Africa. This is also introduced by our ambassadors in Africa as well. So I can recall that at that webinar, still a lot of students they are asking like, how can they cash out if I earn some stablecoin or is this stablecoin a real money? Like how can I spend them in my real life, right? Something like that. So I think the challenging so far as a lot of people they are quite cautious or hesitate about the crypto. They usually associate the crypto with scams or maybe speculations. I think this is definitely where we can help in this industry. We need to reshape the reputation here. And I also saw like a lot of people in this industry, they saw like the crypto need to be reshaped as well, right? So I think this is a good signal actually. We see a lot of like real builders or just like you, like Mighty DAO, you're trying to bridge the Web2 talent to Web3, the new industry. I think this is definitely helpful to the whole industry. We're doing some really good to people, and we are looking at this massive adoption, and they just like take times, and we need to build a really solid product to solve that. It's not like you convince anyone like, hey, crypto is good, right? You should use the coin. Nobody will really believe what you are talking here. But I think if you really provide a good platform, a good product, and solve the problems, you give them more opportunities, you make them visible to this world. This is like something the users really need, and we just need to, working on this really hard, and to make sure like this happen. Make sure our users can see this, can use that. So this is the most challenging part, I think. But you cannot fix this challenge, or I cannot complain like this is the I cannot blame on this industry, but you can only improve by yourself. So yeah, this is my answer. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the most challenging part, but to me, I see there's still something need to be solved for like our users.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. As you mentioned, like many people challenging and they have a lot of questions about this industry, and this is I think this is the risk, or you can see this is the opportunity to make us to how to promote our products and channel to the audience. Like to education is very important.
Yeah. So I think, just like I mentioned, I don't want to educate them just to like through this Twitter space or like webinar. I still want to gradually impact them through our like product. So I think we also post I just chat here. We also post a micro task on our application, so calling for more people to follow you guys and repost on this social media, and also join this webinar. Sorry, not webinar. Join this space. So I think we use this kind of engagement to definitely incentive, like reward our users if they engage with us. But also like we can use this kind of a opportunity to let our users to see, oh, this is a new interactions right on the social media platform. Because you cannot imagine like, hey, right now I can chat with Elon Musk, or maybe he can tip me because I found some like bug on X, right, on Twitter. So this will not happen, but this can happen on ROSEN. Every user can reach out to me, they can chat with me, and I can transfer money to them for thinking they just, or for thinking they find a bug, right? Yeah, exactly. This is like how it works. And they can also tip on me, right? They can thank me to give them a good platform or good opportunities. So this is like totally different interaction between the users, between the people. But in nowadays, the social media platform, you can never do this with the Elon Musk or with the Zuckerberg or with others, social media founders. So I think this is definitely the stable coin helps a lot. And also we are thinking about the next gen social application. This should be integrated with the economy model, should be integrated with this incentives or community method. So this is something I just want to tap in.
Oh yeah, the community building is very important. Yeah, like the influencer can create and focus their communities and run the Web3 project, and help things like to connect the like-minded individual and maintain the engagement. Yeah. So maybe let's we can go to your career path. Like you mentioned, I know you are the transitioning for the capitalist to the
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
entrepreneurship. Like what are the privacy difference in the responsibility and the mindset? What have been your biggest advantage and the challenging during the transitions?
I was previously working at 500 Global. That's a venture capital. in Silicon Valley. It's also an accelerator fund. So I think the biggest difference between the VC and entrepreneurs mindset is a VC's mindset is about finding the best out of many, right? And the entrepreneurs mindset is about being the best one. You need to focus on like how you can really solve the problem. So it's more like you dedicate into this project. So you quite like you're gambling, right? You're really dedicate yourself, your capital, your effort, your passion, whatever the 100% into one project. So it's something like totally different in this like underlying logic. But I think the advantage to being a VC before us to give me more how to say that, more like angles, more perspectives to see a project and see the people's communications or like people's intentions, whatever. So I think I learned a lot when I was doing a VC job. But definitely, I think if you want to really get improved or learn more, you just need to do something by yourself, just like being a startup founder or be an entrepreneur, because it requires you to get your hands dirty. It's more like you dive into a new sector deeply, and with yourself, you're gonna be your own teacher. So nobody gonna teach you how to do that, because usually if you listen to some like influencers or KOLs, I don't think they tell you the real part. So you just need to do it by yourself. And I think I definitely learned a lot when I started up. When I set up my companies, and I find the value, the true value, when I really get such a product on my hands. So it's not about the technology behind the UI, but I think it's about the user's feedback. I really appreciate and really valued those like users' feedback. I really try to chat with our users, because I know like every single cent transactions to them, this is it's meant a lot to them. So especially for our users in Africa or in South America, I really want to help them to be visible to this world, because they deserve a better platform, a better opportunities from all over the world. Why not, right? So this is something I feel like it's going to be my own responsibility, and this is why I can dedicate my 100% effort into this project. So this is like totally different mindset, I think. But definitely working at a VCs help you to broaden your mindset, broaden your whole world, give you a new window. But being an entrepreneur is like to strengthen all angles of your life. So it's like totally different experience.
Whoa, it's very incredible. Like you you have the strong mindset, like to always mention what you can do better. Yeah. And but I was very attractive. Like I would like to know how did you first get involved with the Web3 industry? Like you have been working in the VC, but how do you change the industry very suddenly? Like what is the growth opportunity do you see for the ROSEN?
I think the story is gonna back to like 2 or 3 years ago, when I still at the 500 Global, but our team also distributed in different countries. So that means like my colleagues or friends or some like our portfolio companies founders are from all over the world. They could be from China, from Singapore, from like Africa sometimes as well, the Europe, India, America. But I found like there's no such a unified platform can handle all of this messaging and transactions seamlessly. Because sometimes you need to, for example, my cell phone was full of the different messaging application like WhatsApp, WeChat, and Instagram, Telegram, right? A lot of like social app and a lot of the payments application like Alipay, PayPal, Zelle, a lot of like different platforms. So I think why not just to build something really new that we combine the social and economy part together, build a really borderless social economic platform. So this is when I started thinking about that. And at that time, it's almost the starting point of the stablecoin, like the USDC, the just to launch on the 2018, and this gradually to be regulated here in the US and fully compliant. And then we see this could be a really good opportunity, a huge potential to make this US dollar based stablecoin shine everywhere in the whole world. And this is that can facilitate those micropayments, especially because right now you cannot imagine like I transfer like maybe $1, right, from the US to Nigeria, right? It's not make sense. But if I want to transfer like $100K, then I can use the BOA or whatever, use those traditional Swift bank wiring. This is work, and also not only works but also really easy to do and trustworthy. But if we focus on those like micropayments or those gig economy, they usually are powered by those micro earners. That means like their daily income could be just as low as $6 in around the world, especially in those emerging markets. So this is why I see they are actually lack of a tool, right, a platform. So this is why they are totally invisible in this global economy right now. So this is why we start to build such a application. You mentioned like how I evolved into this Web3 industry. I think this is, I really also really appreciate that some like our team members and also my co-founders helped me to bridge this gap to build such a product and to deliver this to our users. And moreover about that later, I think recently we also get named by the Slush as the top 100 startups globally, and also by the Paris Blockchain Week this year, also the global top 100 startups. So I think we are trying to become in this infrastructure or like this underlying platform that links the global talents with global value. And I think we are just on the way, just gradually to make my vision come true.
Wow, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. It's very incredible. Like you award like the reward. Wow. So is this the you mentioned you want you like to help the microeconomic the country, like is this their main target audience, the target customer now, or what is the main target audience of the ROSEN, and what is the core pain points do they experience?
I think
the solutions
okay,
we
got you.
provide?
Got you. Our users are especially those like micro earners that you mentioned around the world. And I think I can say like this. Like more than half of current jobs are still informal. It's not like 9 to 5 traditional works nowadays. So I think we are targeting on those like micro earners or those like invisible workers, or maybe you can call it like gig economy, or maybe even smaller than a gig economy. So we are targeting those like a really fragmented labors around the world, and I think this part of people are still like they're massive and they need help. So this is like SMBs, of course, as well for the small medium business, and those Gen Z, those digital natives, are our target customers. And I think their pinpoints is just invisible and like the opportunities. So the core reason is that existing platforms, they totally ignore this part of people. So these traditional gig platforms, they only serve about like 5% of the global population. Those like who already speak English, who already have a international bank cards, or we can access to the global payments, are their target users, right? But the remaining, this like long tail market, is completely excluded. So this is part of that ROSEN can for them. And our solution is to provide a broader social economic platform so the users can communicate in their native language. We have the AI-powered translation, so they don't need to worry about the language barriers. And also they can receive the instant micropayments via the stablecoin. So that means like no bank account is required. You can just use a smartphone. Anyone can for a micro task and earn money from anywhere in this world. So all you need is just a smartphone. You don't need to go through with all those traditional upfront cost or upfront preparation. You can immediately work right now. So this is like our solution to those really ordinary and ignored people.
Oh, so amazing. Like ROSEN can provide the highly transparent platforms to acceptable for everyone. Like to ensure the trust and the currency for the all transaction. That's pretty nice. Yeah. So what is your future plan for ROSEN or the upcoming projects?
Yeah, I think the next phase, like we will onboard more startups that they looking to expand globally. I think they can be our target customers and also the partners, especially those like your Web3 startups or the communities. Right? So we will also launch some like offline, I mean in real life events in multiple cities and universities next year, so that we can serve this kind of events to acquire users and also to introduce a richer, talent matching scenarios around the world to targeting on this like Gen Z users, especially. On the product side, we will also, deepen our technical integration with Stella, Circle, PayPal that I mentioned. As the PayPal chain, I will also continue to drive the real-world adoption of the PYUSD in those emerging markets, especially. So in the coming year, we aim to grow our money-making movements on ROSEN app from current 30K to 200K. And long term, we don't want to just be in an application or it just being a tool. We want to make ROSEN as a be a go-to portal for the social gig economy for these digital natives around the world. So this is like the long-term goals, I think.
Wow, it sounds ROSEN have a big development in the future. Oh, so nice. Like what would you recommend to those looking to the transition from the similar the background or start their own business in the Web3 sector?
So can you repeat your questions?
Sorry.
I didn't hear clearly. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What do you recommend to those people who are looking for the transition from the similar the background or start their own business in the Web3 sector?
Oh, I see. My recommendation. I actually don't have any, specific suggestions for people if they want to transit their career from one industry to another industry. But I think the life is just for discovering yourself and to explore, to experience as more as possible. So I think maybe you just need to make your hands dirty. Everything is the same when you really dive deeply. You try something by yourself, and you will learn. Even though you make some mistakes, I think it doesn't matter because you still have a lot of times. You're young people, right? So you just make sure like you really solve a real world problem. You're really doing something really valuable, and then you will accumulate some like resource or like some network or anything you want. I think it's not it's something like really important about the industry. finding your position in every industry, you will shine. So this is, it's not like a recommendation or suggestion for them. I think just to share what I see in this industry, and definitely Web3, there's a lot of opportunities. So just like I mentioned, this industry is still at a really early phase. So everyone here was doing some like social experiments, right? And they're just trying to mix something together and see if it's gonna be workable for most of people. So I think the power of maybe the most charming thing in the Web3 industry is the same about the new opportunity. So I think you just need to try. Just don't let your ego like your pride to hindering to try anything. You don't need to be afraid to make the mistake. So this is like my real talk. And maybe just like I mentioned, don't really believe those like influencers or like those so-called like successful people in this industry. I don't think you're gonna fully understand how you can make the success unless you try it by yourself. So usually you don't need to really look at those KOLs just to give you more answers, right? So I think you just work on your own product, your own things. This is the best way.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, don't be too shy when working in the Web3 industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks for Stella to sharing the question. Yeah, like I still have many questions, but I'd like to open my floors to the audience now. So if you have any thoughts or question for Stella, please click the microphone button below the request the permission to speak. I will approve your request. So it is very fantastic opportunity to interact with someone as experienced as Stella to learn more about the Web3 industry. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you have.
I think if no one have the questions, I really want to say that first of all, I just like to do some ads for my project. So first of all, we are still hiring the ambassadors in different countries. So if you are interested in working with us, just reach out to me. We gonna have a series of the events in the next year in different cities. So this is why I also sync up with the Mighty Doll. I think they also recommend some like talents to me for the marketing or maybe the event marketing interns, whatever. So yeah, this is what we are looking at recently. So if you have the interest in working with us, just let me know. And as for our users, I actually see some like our users. I think I see are our users. Yeah. So if you are a really loyal user of ROSEN, I don't believe you will have massive opportunities on the ROSEN app. I definitely believe you already earned from the ROSEN app, the platform. So I really appreciate that you support us here, and I hopefully that we can make you shine in this new world. So this is my words to you. Thank you.
Can you tell us where which country you would like to have the promotion on the next years?
Basically, we don't have any limitation of the different geography, but so far I prefer to have the event marketing interns or part-time jobs or ambassadors workers with us in the US, in the North America, and also in the South America for some countries like Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, and then it's going to be in the Africa and Asia. For Asia, I prefer Southeast Asia, like Taipei, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, something like that. Yeah, so we look at those people from different countries. So I think basically no matter where you're coming from, you can just let me know if you have the interest. We will prefer to serve those countries that we already have some existing users there. But if it was totally new market to us, we are happy to unlock new opportunities with you as well.
Thanks for Sarah to share us about that. I think many people would like to interesting about these possessions. Yeah. So is anyone want to ask the question now? Oh, yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Stella. This is Joanne, and I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's where do you see ROSEN in the next 5 years, and what impact do you hope to have on the Web3 ecosystem?
Yeah, I think for the next 5 years, I will say ROSEN gonna be the first borderless social app, and the reason we target position ourselves as a social application is like I think every economy, their starting point is still from the social connections. So the people, if like right now I can hire you to do something for me in your country, in your city, we still need to get connected first, right? So we need to make sure this communication really smoothly, no language barrier. And now I need to figure it out, like how can I pay you in different currencies. So I think our targeting is still being the number one, borderless or global social application for the next generation in 5 years. And it's not only about the Web3, or maybe it's nothing about the Web3. We just use the stablecoin, this blockchain technology, there's like a wallet or like digital currencies technology as a underlying this fundamental things on ROSEN app. But it's not only targeting to those like Web3 or crypto native users. We actually are more preferred to targeting of those non-crypto native users because they are more massive population, and they are people who have these problems more fierce. So this is like what we are thinking of. If you ask me, like in 5 years, we're gonna position us at this part.
Yeah, thank you, Stella, for answering the question, and thanks for Joanne to ask the questions. Yes. Is this another one? Is another questions? Have?
May I ask the questions?
Yes,
Stella?
sure.
Hi, Stella. This is Lydia from Mighty DAO. Thank you for your sharing. And I can see you have such a strong mentality experience. Especially you share the experience that you have. So I want to ask, how do you maintain a healthy work-life balance while managing all the responsibilities of a startup company?
Oh, I think you to be honest, I think you need to give up that mindset. Like you need to balance everything. I cannot balance everything, to be honest. When I travel a lot, like between the US and Asia and like some other countries, I feel like you don't have the time to manage even your team. Not to say about like your family or your hobby, like your other things, right? So it's all behind the startup project. So this is the entrepreneur's lifestyle. So if you ask me, you're gonna be a founder or whatever, I think you need to be prepared that you're gonna sacrifice a lot for that career. So it just depends on yourself. I don't encourage everybody to be a founder or accept this kind of lifestyle. I think it's not even healthy, right? But yeah, I think sometimes I also, just like right now, I still overcome my jet lag and I caught flu on the flight or maybe on the other place. So I think this is not good things for people, for a person, if you just want to have a really stable lifestyle. So yeah, it's just up to you. But if you ask me how to balance, I actually don't have any how to say that, skill set or the capability, to really balance everything well. But I have to say that I think he helps a lot. His name is Max. I have a dog there. So I think sometimes having the task can help you to keeping your mental health at least. So hopefully this is going to be a small tips to you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for sharing this to me.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your experience. Like you have maths to cover your path. Like yeah. So I think the time is almost done. Like one again, thank you, sellers, like for your valuable insights. I'm sure everyone has received a lot of from your side, and now have a deeply understanding of the Web3 industry. If you have any takeaway, we love for you to share them on the Twitter. Mighty Doubts will continue inviting the Web3 professionals to share their careers experience, challenge, and success tips. This interview will also available on our podcast channel, Insets the Web3 Careers, on the Apple Podcasts and the Spotify. Feel free to listen again and share the recording with your friends. And yeah, sellers, thanks again for spending time with us. And thanks all of you to joining us tonight. We appreciate your engagement and hope you found the discussion valuable. Lastly, I would like to invite you all to follow our social medias again, to including the LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as the ROSEN as well. So have a wonderful evening. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.